Hello students, I welcome you all. Today we are going to solve the remaining problems from the exercise 4.2 which are important for the exam point of view. Let me begin with the exercise once again 4.2. By using the properties of determinants, show that question number 1. The first row elements are x plus 4, 2x, 2x. Second row elements are 2x, x plus 4, 2x. Third row elements are 2x, 2x, x plus 4 is equal to 5x plus 4 into 4 minus x the whole square. Likewise, we have the second example from the exercise 4.2, 10th question. Similarly, question number 11. Sub-question 1 and sub-question 2. Let me begin with the first question. Question number 10, sub-question 1. In this case, we are going to prove determinant. Let me take with the left hand side determinant. The first row elements are, that is x plus 4, 2x and 2x. These are the first row elements. Second row elements are 2x, x plus 4, 2x. And third row elements are 2x, 2x and x plus 4. My dear students, as I told you in the last two videos, in this case, first you have to try the common along the row or column. If it is not, the second important note was given to you. Try to get the maximum zeros in a determinant. Or try to get one of the factor from the right hand side of the given problem. Now in this problem, I am going to add the first row with the second row plus the corresponding elements of the third row. Therefore, the element becomes x plus 4 plus 2x plus 2x. That gives 5x plus 4. Likewise, the second element of the first row, second row and third row. That once again it gives 5x plus 4. And 2x plus 2x plus x plus 4. That also gives 5x plus 4. Then in the first row we got the new elements 5x plus 4, 5x plus 4 and 5x plus 4. Let me apply the one more row operation so that we can get the 0 in a determinant. R2 changes to R2 minus R3. Therefore, the corresponding elements of the second row and third row subtracted, we get 2x minus 2x, 0. X plus 4 minus 2x, that gives 4 minus x. Then 2x minus of x plus 4, it gives x minus 4. There is no change in the third row. Let me write the third row elements as it is. That is 2x, 2x and x plus 4. Now as I told you, in each step we have to go for common along the row. Therefore, there is a 5x plus 4 is a common factor along the first row. Therefore, let me take 5x plus 4 outside. And there is another common factor, either 4 minus x or x minus 4. If I go for x minus 4 common factor from the second row, we are left with 0, minus 1. We took 4 minus x, therefore 1. And here from x minus 4 we have taken 4 minus x, therefore here we are left with 4 minus x. The third row elements remains as it is. By taking x plus 5x plus 4 from the first row, we got 1, 1, 1 in the first row. By taking 4 minus x from the second row, we got the elements in the second row are 0, 1 and minus 1. Third row elements remains same. The continuation of this problem, let me do in the next page. Left hand side is equal to, this is, we are left with the left hand side element 5x plus 4 into 4 minus x. These are the elements which are left in the first row, second row and third row respectively. As I told you, whenever 1 1 1, if we find either in a row or column, we try to get the maximum zeros in a determinant. Applying once again C1 minus C2, we will subtract the corresponding elements of the first and second column. Therefore, we get the first two elements of this first column is 1 minus 1, that gives a 0. 0 minus 1, it gives minus 1, and 2x minus 2x, that gives again 0. In this case, my dear students, we are supposed to apply the one more column operation. We can write it as C2 changes to C2 minus C3. Therefore, we get 1 minus 1, that gives a 0. 1 minus of minus 1, it gives 2. And 2x minus of x plus 4, that gives x minus 4. And the third row elements remains same. We write the third row elements as it is, that is 1 minus 1 and x plus 4. Now my dear students, we got maximum zeros in the first row and in the first column. Therefore, we are supposed to evaluate this determinant along the first row or first column. Then 5x plus 4 remains as it is, 4 minus x also remains as it is, 0 into anything will be a 0, minus 0 into anything is again 0. Therefore, the plus of 1, deleting this row and column consisting 1, minus 1 into x minus 4 is, it is minus of x minus 4 minus 0. Therefore, here we have 5x plus 4, 4 minus x. After simplification of this flower bracket, we get one more element called 4 minus x. Therefore, the left hand side is equal to 5x plus 4 into 4 minus x into 4 minus x is 4 minus x the whole square. Therefore, it is left hand side is equal to right hand side. Dear students, let me begin with the second question. Question number 10, sub question 5. Prove that determinant y plus k, y. Second row elements are y plus k, again y. Third row elements of same determinants are y and y plus k. We have to show that this is equal to 3y plus k into k square. Let me begin with the solution of this problem. LHS is equal to, let me write the given determinant, which is containing the elements in the row and column respectively. Now once again let me write, there is no common factor either in the first row, second row or third row, or first column, second column, third column. Therefore R1 changes to R1 plus R2 plus R3. We will add the corresponding elements of the first row, second row and third row. At the same time, we can change R2 changes to R2 minus R3. We will subtract the corresponding elements of the second row and third row. By adding the first row and second row, the first row elements are like y plus k plus y plus y, that gives 3y plus k. Y plus k plus y, that gives again 3y plus k. Y plus y plus k again gives 3y plus k. And by subtracting the corresponding elements of the second row and third row, we get y minus y, it gives 0, y plus k minus y, it gives k, and y minus of y plus k, it gives minus k. The remaining elements of the third row remains the same. Now as you can see in the previous step, that is in the second last step, we have the first row elements containing the common factor 3y plus k. If let me take the common factor 3y plus k from the first row, we are left with 1 in the first row, and also we can take k from the second row. Then we have 0, 1 and minus 1. Third row remains same, y and y plus k. Since we have the 1 in the first row, therefore it is easy to get maximum zeros in a determinant. Since 1 are in a first row, we are supposed to write the column operation and try to get the maximum zeros in a determinant. Applying C1 changes to C1 minus C2 and C2 changes to C2 minus C3. We are changing the first and second column with respect to the second and third row column respectively. Therefore 3y plus k as it is and k also as it is. Therefore 1 minus 1 it gives 0, 0 minus 1 it gives minus 1, and y minus 1 once again it gives a 0 answer. Similarly, we subtract the corresponding elements of the second column and third column. 1 minus of plus 1 is 0 again, 1 minus of minus 1 is plus 2, and y minus of y plus k, that gives minus k. Remaining elements of the third row remains same. Now my dear students, here in the first row we have the maximum zeros in a determinant. Let me evaluate this determinant. The outside factor remains the same, that is 3y plus k into k. Now 0 into anything is 0, minus of 0 into anything is 0, plus 1 into deleting this row and column consisting 1. 1 into minus k is minus k, and 0 minus 2 is again 0. My dear students, here we have the element like minus k. After simplification we get the value of that element is k. Therefore 3y plus k into k, totally it gives k square into 3y plus of k. Moving to the next question. Question number 11, sub question 1. Prove that determinant, the first row elements are a minus b minus c, 2a 2e. Second row elements are 2b, ab minus c minus a 2b, 2c 2c c minus a minus b is equal to, it is a plus b plus c the whole square. Now applying R1 changes to R1 plus R2 plus R3. If I add the corresponding elements of the first row, second row and third row respectively, then we have a minus b minus a minus b minus c plus 2b plus 2c, that gives a plus b plus c. 2a b minus c minus a plus 2c, it gives a plus b plus c. 2a plus 2b and plus of bc minus a minus b, once again it gives a plus b plus c. Therefore in the first row we have the elements like b plus c, a plus b plus c and a plus b plus c. Now taking a plus b plus c common from the first row, we are left with 1, 1 and 1. Also let me apply the one more operation in the above step. Then we have the elements like the second row remains the same, third row remains also the same. Therefore a plus b plus c outside and 1 1 1 is in the first row. Since 1 1 1 are there in the first row, it is better to get the maximum zeros in a determinant. Now applying the column operations, c1 changes to c1 minus c2 and c2 changes to c2 minus c3. Then we have the elements like in the first row are 0, a plus b plus c, 0, and in the second column elements are 0, minus b minus c minus a plus b plus c, and third column remains the same. Therefore there are the common factors in the first and second column respectively. Once again let me take the a plus b plus c from the first column. Already there is a plus b plus c outside, and one more factor from the first column and another factor a plus b plus c from the second column. Then we are left with 0 1 and 0, 0 minus 1 1, and third column elements are as it is. After simplification of this determinant, we have is 1. Then 1 into a plus b plus c, a plus b plus c and a plus b plus c, that gives a plus b plus c the whole cube. This is the last question from the exercise 4.2, sub question 2. Prove that determinant x plus y plus 2z, x and y. Second row elements are z, y plus z plus 2x and y, z, x, z plus x plus 2y. Then show that it is equal to 2 times x plus y plus z the whole cube. Now let me apply the column operation. If I apply the column operation, then we have x plus y plus 2z the C1 changes to C1 plus C2 plus C3. Then we have the elements in the first column are 2x plus 2y plus 2z, 2x plus 2y plus 2z, 2x plus 2y plus 2z. Remaining columns as it is. Then there is a common factor from the first column. Along the first column there is a common factor 2x plus 2y plus 2z that is taken outside. Therefore we are left with the element. Second column remains the same, third column also remains the same. Now since there is a 1 1 1 in the first column, therefore it is better to apply the row operation. Therefore R1 changes to R1 minus R2 and R2 changes to R2 minus R3. We will subtract the corresponding elements of the first row and second row first. Then we have 0, x minus y minus z minus x, and again 0. R2 also changes to R2 minus R3. We will get 0, y plus z plus x, and minus z minus x minus y. Similarly, in the next step we can take the common factor from the first row. There is a common factor from the first row. Already there is a 2 times x plus y plus z. From the first column we have taken x plus y plus z outside. Therefore we are left with 0 minus 1 0. From the second column also we can go for common factor x plus y plus z. Therefore we are left with 0, 1 and minus 1. Third row remains the same. Now 2 times x plus y plus z, x plus y plus z, x plus y plus z, that gives 2 times x plus y plus z the whole cube. By evaluating this determinant, we have the value of the determinant is again 1. Therefore 1 into 2 times x plus y plus z the whole cube is nothing but left hand side is equal to right hand side. With this we conclude the today's class. If you have any queries, please contact the given below number. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.